this. Okay, so underlying energy is death. So what we're working with the next couple of weeks is you transitioning from one phase of your life to the next. Okay, so let's just say that y'all had a sort of initiative to go ahead and go through this transition, right? You're trying to, right now, the focus, I guess, is to leave behind the attachments and the pains and hurt from the past. I think it's time to just kind of take yourself from where you've been and put yourself into where you want to go. And this is all what Devil is talking about, pretty much. You're just taking what your current situation is, accepting it for what it was, and then taking yourself to a more prosperity, just, it's going to be one place in your life where you're going to prosper the most. Okay, so I feel like everybody has this, this transition where you have to adapt to where you are. You have to adapt to where you want to go. So this is pretty much what this is all about: moving to a prosperous spot that you can move forward from. Now, this isn't saying to let go of every damn thing. This is to just remember the things that you need to remember, like your experiences, what you've learned, because all these lessons are meant to keep and stay with us, okay? So when this card comes up, I don't think this means for you to completely let go of the past. But what it is saying, though, is that it's time to kind of like, it's time to let go of the stuff that doesn't work for you. Now, you can do this any way you want to. If you don't want to let go, you don't want to let go. But this whole energy here is about moving forward, okay? This is all about letting what's gone die completely and, beginning the rebirthing process, okay? So, difficult energy, not easy, because you got a lot of stuff that we all have some sort of like attachments to the past. We're humans. We make attachments to things. So when it comes to letting stuff go, it ain't easy. I'm not going to sit here and say it is. Now, the heart of your reading, which is completely understandable, is the Eight of Swords. So I feel like you guys are having a little bit of trouble right now with letting stuff, like trying to get through this transition, because there's a lot of stuff that you might have attachments to, or there's some things that you just find it very difficult to absolutely let go, like forgiving someone for some pains that they've caused you, okay? Or even the good stuff, right? Like there could be an ex or something that makes you feel good, but let's be honest, they may not be the best for you if they're not right now, if not here with you right now, right? So I feel like this is a difficult situation for y'all, because you guys feel stuck. You don't want to move, and I don't think you guys really know how to move forward, because there's a lot of things that have, I guess, developed in yourself, or developed some sort of deep holes within you guys to kind of keep you guys from really wanting, being able to like see ahead of you, see the future, the wonderfulness ahead of you, even though you want that. Now, I'm not saying y'all don't want, something wonderful, but I am saying that there's some stuff that, this transition is bringing up that's really making it difficult to be able to see beyond. Now, I'm totally understanding that. But the thing here, what is crossed by it is the Queen of Swords. So this either could be somebody that you find that is, your partner, someone that you believe is perfect for you. I feel like to get to this, you have to be able to, you have to see beyond. I think you have to notice, you have to understand with the Eight of Swords is that whatever comes up in your thoughts are just your thoughts. They're nothing more. They are a big part of us, yes. And considering that you guys are Geminis, you guys got a lot going on. I'm a Gemini moon, I understand. Like, there's a lot of thoughts and stuff that kind of clouds our judgment. But at the same time, we can put a stop to and control our head if we want to. And it's a little difficult. I'm not saying it's easy. This transition from one phase to the next is not easy. But we need this energy to be able to take on what's coming up next. Clear-headedness, knowing and understanding our truth. And what's right now is that we have so much going on that we are not really able to see what our truth is. So I feel like right now, this transition is really focusing on what is it within ourselves do we need to kind of like, I guess understand to a very deep level. I think there's some things that we have been through in the past that it's just very difficult to let go of, and it's made us who we were. But it doesn't mean that those things have to stay with us forever, nor does it mean we have to compromise our future. Okay? So I feel like right now it's just a little bit of difficulty to get back on our own feet right now. It's a little bit hard to find our truth or to really be brutally honest with ourselves, because there's just so much that's going on within our, within our head that's just kind of making us feel like there's no way to go forward, there's no way to go backwards. We're just kind of stuck in one spot. So right now we're just stuck in limbo. I feel. Right, Geminis. Jeez. But here's the thing. In the past, you guys have the 8 of Wands. That's good. Y'all had speed and momentum, right? In regards to your love life, things were going well. Okay, that's what it's telling me. You guys had a lot of communication. There was a lot of back and forth. There was a lot of, remember the last reading I gave y'all doing the tango, y'all? You guys were doing the tango, I think. There was a lot of reciprocation and stuff like that. And now you guys are presented with a stable offer, possibly, or a beginning that has promises of stability, support, and security. Okay, so this is excellent. You guys have kind of, you guys sped through that past, right? You had your fun. You took what you needed to take from it. You had clear communication. There was just pretty much smooth sailing for a nice bit of it. And now you guys are in a spot where you guys are trying to get to that long-term relationship status, So I think this is absolutely awesome. Some of y'all could be exclusively dating somebody, but like, here we go. Here we come back to the 8 of Swords, right? Where we're just kind of, there's a lot of thoughts going on in our head. And I feel like it's just that we don't really have the foresight right now. And the reason why I'm saying that is because in your future, is the Hanged Man. So the Hanged Man is talking about not really being able to move forward. It's a very static energy, and it's for us to be able to look at a situation and observe, right? So that way we get a sense of, or we get something that kind of clicks with us. We're waiting to see something that initiates our movement. This is very yin energy, okay? Because we're just sitting and waiting with the Hanged Man when it comes up. But with the Hanged Man for you guys, I feel like you guys are waiting for some sort of sign in the future. I feel like considering that you guys have had the tango. Okay, you guys have had the tango. Last reading, y'all had like the 3 of Wands in your future. I'm not entirely sure, but I know it's another Wayne card because I saw back and forth. I feel like it's getting old, big time. Okay, because the Pentacles is slow energy, right? It's very molasses, and there's nothing wrong with molasses energy. Nothing wrong with it, but considering that you're an air sign and you like to move things fast, you like things to move in a very, moderate pace, if not extra fast. Slow energy don't work for you, okay? So it's like when it starts to slow down, it starts to lose your interest. And when it gets to the Hanged Man, you feel like you're going to be trapped doing that same thing forever. That's what it looks like to me. Like you're going to be stuck waiting and having to wait for another sign to act on something. And I think there is some sort of clarity that needs to be had with that. Of course, there's an enlightenment to have here with your future, because if you see your future as something that's kind of making you wait all the time, then that's not good. Okay, I don't like so. Okay. In your crowning energy, though, you have the 2 of Pentacles. So the crowning energy is pretty interesting. I feel like it's talking about, since the issue here is really trying to discover our truth and really push ourselves towards a beginning or a new way of looking at life. So I get it, y'all. I absolutely understand. The good thing is that everything's alright. You guys are good. Whatever's happening right now, this new beginning with your partners or this person that you're dating, I think there is a bit there. I mean, there is some passion here. I mean, it was in the past, but there's some structure that's being built right here between you and this person, and I feel like there is going to be something wonderful. Okay, Now, the person you're dating now could have the tendency to be very restrictive or very reserved, meaning this person doesn't really like to, I guess, talk. Well, not talk, but like the way they communicate is more about things rather than themselves, and they're very kind of protective about that. But I feel like that is something that is a learning experience all on its own, because you're going to have, a wonderful relationship here from what I see. The star talks about hope, right? Prosperity, right? Healing, even manifesting. And I feel like right here, even the star is even wish fulfillment right now. Okay, this is wish fulfillment. You guys got a lot of good stuff coming in, but I feel like my bad. I feel like there's just some things that we we gotta let go of, right? Like, I'm not saying that y'all holding on to the past or whatever. Like, you guys want this stuff, right? You guys want this new beginning. I see it. This is something you guys have been really wanting, but it came by so fast before you were even really able to prepare. And this death process is a slow process. So to have such a process happen when you guys are having this new beginning out of like nowhere, right? This stable beginning. I feel like this is really requiring you guys to, go out of your comfort zone for a moment and really kind of, understand what happened in the past happened to make you stronger. So to have this, the Ace of Pentacles, which is in your present, this is what this transition is all about. And I think this is why you're kind of not really seeing things for what it is, because your truth is, because you've been through a lot. You've been through so much. So I get that. But the best way to go forth with this, I feel like, is to really focus on the practical, focus on the things that matter. Manage those things, keep those things balanced, right? But I don't think don't completely disregard your emotions, right? Because your emotions will help carry you in this relationship to higher levels. But I feel like you just have to be careful right now, or not have to be careful, but you have to understand that that good things are happening right now, okay? And you deserve them. And whatever our thoughts or whatever our past, I guess shaped us to be, it's not going to define our future. Now, your romance angels, y'all have unrequited love. So y'all, there's not a lot of attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Let's be honest with each other here. This is a lot about you. This is a lot about how you guys are seeing yourself progress in this new relationship that y'all are in. And I'm not saying that this is your fault, because there's no parties to blame here. When the unrequited love comes up, that just means there's not a lot of action. But here's the thing. What I see this is, I feel like there's a bit of worry. I mean, I think there's a bit of anxiety and a lot of thinking of going on, a lot of entrapment in yourselves to kind of, I guess, make the relationship seem unappealing right now, because you're having to go through such a transition. And I feel like if you follow your intuition, right, if you really kind of connect with yourself in spirit, you'll be able to see that what you have, what you've progressed from this relationship is something that can be rather wonderful. Okay? It can be rather wonderful. But until you get there, until you're comfortable with yourself and where you are in your present moment, I mean, sure, there's not going to be a lot of romance. Sure. But, to be honest, romance is not necessarily, it's important to a certain degree. You got to be good within yourself. You got to be all right within yourself before you can dabble in all that stuff. You got to be good with you before you can get into, is my man all right, or is my girl good? If are we doing things that's romantic enough to make me interested in the relationship? Now, if there isn't anything going on in your relationship that's making you really second guess the relationship, fair enough. But just remember, you guys are, air signs, right? If you guys were able to talk in the past, you guys are able to talk now. So So, you know, if you need to say something, or there's something that needs to come out right now, then I think there is a need to say that. Okay, you have to kind of communicate what you need in this relationship if you ain't getting it. But you guys are blessed right now. Okay, you guys got blessed as your wisdom of the oracle. That's telling me that you guys are. You guys have received a gift from the universe, I feel. Because that's what the blessing is all the blessed is all about, right? It's about giving you something like an unforeseen gift, pretty much, okay? And you didn't really see it coming, right? I think this relationship really just kind of happened. All right, because obviously the Eight of Wands is something that happened really fast. And right now you're just like, whoa, you find yourself in a relationship. And I think that is a blessing if you want it, right? And honestly, I think this is great for you guys. I think everything is good. It's just this is a difficult process in kind of getting to one phase to another, understanding what you've been through and accepting where you are now to be able to get that clear-headedness that you want. I think that's just pretty much everything.